so we know there is an AEW console game being made, but what do we actually know about it? This video recaps what we know so far about the upcoming AEW console release. Now we know the game is being made, but who's making it? The answer to that is the team behind the WWE games up until 2K20, Yuke's. Yes, that is right, Yuke's is back, and they are back making the AEW video game. It's also worth noting that one of the main names behind the No Mercy game is also involved in this game in an advisory role. Gameplay wise, we've seen very little, but from the little that we have seen, and from what's been said in interviews, the AEW console game isn't going to beat the complete simulation experience from the WWE 2K games. While some sim aspects will be involved, the game is said to be more inspired by games such as No Mercy, the early SmackDowns, and virtual pro wrestling as well. So a mix of both arcade and sim looks to be what we're going to be getting. It is said the game will feature faster, fluid gameplay. It will feature a variety and depth of moves, and some brand new and unique gameplay concepts and mechanics. It's also said the game will be running on a brand new engine freshly made by Yuke's. Now, even though there is not huge details available on the game modes this game will be featuring, we do know some of the modes that will be included. The AEW game will feature some form of campaign mode, it will feature an online mode, you can safely assume exhibition, and good news for creation fans, as it is also confirmed the game will also feature a creator wrestler mode. There will also be a creator moveset mode as well. One mode though that will not be featured is the GM mode, as that has been done separately as an AEW mobile game. As far as match types, the only match types that have been officially confirmed is the standard one-on-one match, as well as the intergender match as well, as seen in the trailers. Whilst not official, it is also safe to assume the game will also feature multi-man matches and tag team matches as well. So, release date. Now, even though there is not an official release date, Kenny Omega, who was heavily involved in the game, has said the game will likely arrive in 2022. Keep in mind, WWE 2K22 also comes out next year, as well as potentially the Wrestling Code. Next year is shaping up to be a pretty good year for fans of wrestling games. So the game is aiming to come out next year, but what is it actually coming out on? According to reports, the game will be out on both last gen and new gen consoles, so PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, and Xbox One. Now, one of the best things about the game might just be the diverse roster that hopefully we're going to be seeing. So as far as official confirmations from the footage so far, we have got Darby Allin, Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega, and former Women's Champion Shida. And generally, we do know that the full-time AEW roster that regularly appears on TV will also very likely feature in this new game. That means the roster should feature a great mix of all the younger homegrown names, as well as the more experienced names as well, many of which we've previously seen in the WWE 2K game series. In theory, one big name we should also expect to see on the roster is the newly debuted CM Punk, as well as the soon-to-be arriving Bryan Danielson if rumours are to be believed. So we're going to be getting wrestlers and women's wrestlers, but how about legends? Keep in mind, AEW does feature a fair few managers and veterans, so it's also very possible and even likely the game will also feature a bunch of legends as well. Sting, Mark Henry, Paul White, Taz, Arn Anderson, Jake Roberts and Teddy Blanchard, all being names that could potentially be included on an AEW Legends roster. So one thing they're looking to do on the AEW video game is the live update feature. This means that unlike in other similar games, the aim here is to add new wrestlers to the game as well as new pay-per-view arenas as updates to reflect new additions to the real life thing. Whilst this does not appear to be 100% confirmed, the fact it's something they want to add is pretty awesome, and hopefully this is a feature the game will include. So all in all, whilst there isn't masses of info, from what we do know, the game looks to be shaping up pretty nicely, and hopefully we'll be getting more info in the months to come. So share me your thoughts on the AEW console game in the comments section down below. Stay tuned for more like this coming to the channel soon. And until next time, this has been 101, and I will see you all on the next one.